Hi, it's Marcy from Million Planners, and today I wanted to show you my books read planner where I am going to be keeping track of the books that I read. This is our size large, which is 5.25 by 8. This one is a pro cover, so it has a skinnier spine compared to our classic covers that have the thicker spine. This only holds up to 4 inserts as opposed to 8. And this is our books read insert. And in here, I am going to be putting down all the books that I've read so far. I've been keeping a list on a notepad, so I have quite a bit to put in here. And I wanted to go over what is in this particular insert. As you can see, I have decorated the top. Up here is some deco paper, and here's washi tape on the other side. And it has a place for the book, the author, the rating, the start date, the end date, and some notes about the book. And most of the books that I've read are by Christine Feehan. She is my favorite author, and this is the current one that I am reading. And Nora Roberts, of course. I love her books as well. I am reading this Dark series, and I am nearly finished. I have 4 books left in the series, so I'll be awaiting new ones to come out. And while I am awaiting, I have some books by other authors, so I will be reading those as well. There are many different authors that I do like to read, such as Tammy Hogue, Iris Johansen, and so on and so forth. So there are lots of others, and I love a good paranormal romance as well as a really good mystery. I love murder mystery books and such. So let's see. Some of them I did not write the author down, but I can look that up for sure. And there are some books I do want to get. I did get one as a gift one year from my sister-in-law called Quantum, and there is a sequel, so I do want to look for that. That'll be fun to read. So I did read a book. Let's see. So let's start with the Carrot Cake Murder. That is another author I really enjoy, is Joanna Fluke. She writes these mysteries, mostly murder mysteries. Well, yeah, they're murder mysteries. And a baker named Hannah Swenson is always snooping and solving these mysteries and helping out the police to find the murderer. And she owns the bake shop in town, which is really awesome. And she bakes lots of different things, and they have recipes for some of the things in the books. So you can't go wrong with that. So I'm going to put that here. So that is Joanna Fluke. And it also here gives you a place for you to put the start and end. I really don't keep track of all of that. but I will give it a rating of 5 stars. So I will just mark the stars. I'm not going to color them all the way in. And that was a really good book. I will not be putting notes at this time, but at some point in time I will add some little bit of notes. And let's see. The Vampire's Throne. That was a book I got in a mystery from Sugar Shower Company. They have a lot of like bath scrubs and soaps and different funky things, and they have books, and you just basically pick your genre and you get a mystery book. And I got 2 mystery books, and The Vampire's Throne was one of them, and it was just really a short story. I would say, if I remember correctly, like just a little bit over 100 pages. So it was a really easy read, but it was pretty good. So we have that there, and I don't remember the author offhand, but I will definitely be looking that up. So there are a bunch more that I plan to put in here, but I wanted to start by just putting in at least 1 or 2 just to show you show you the layout. And I will definitely be giving most of these books 5 stars because they all captured my attention. So if a book really captures my attention and I can't put it down for hours at a time, then it will definitely get 5 stars. But for books that don't necessarily capture my attention, that I just sort of maybe read a little bit at a time and finish it just to finish it, then they don't get 5 stars. But most of the books that I've read so far this year have really caught my attention, and some of them have been pretty interesting reads. I have read a few that were definitely good for those of you that are in business as well. Sort of, I guess you could say, personal growth books. Because I don't really read like self-help books and stuff like that much. But personal growth books are good. And I read 2 of them so far this year. The 12-Week Year, which was really, really good. And The One Thing. So both of those were really good for people that are in business or those that just want to improve upon their life and reach their goals in a more timely manner and a more efficient manner. So those were really good. So I will be putting those in here. And I read them pretty fast. They were both not over 300 pages. They were like 200 and change, I want to say, both of them. And I read them each in like 3 or 4 days time. So that definitely qualifies as 5-star books because they held my attention for that long of a period of time. And as you can see here, I have these different colored pens. These are from Pen and Gear. They're gel pens. I got them at Walmart. So I will be using a different color, rotating the inks as I go along for writing down the different books. And I find that sometimes with these pens that while they write really nicely, that sometimes you have to shake it to get the ink to flow, because it just, sometimes there's a break in the flow, I want to say. Like here you can see that I have to go back over. So this one, there is definitely a break in the ink flow. And that is not cool when you have that. So while these pens, like I said, they write really well, I definitely don't ultimately recommend them if you want a smooth writing. And then I have this one. This one is Paper Mate, this particular one. And this one definitely writes better than the Pen & Gear. This one you won't see a break in the ink. So if you're looking for a nice smooth gel pen, I definitely would recommend the Paper Mate over the Pen & Gear. All right, ladies, that's what I have for you tonight. I will definitely be coming back with more content going forward. And I hope you enjoyed seeing this book layout. I will be recording all my books in here going forward, and I will be back with more great planning inserts in the future. All right, bye for now.